this is this is like my perspective, and this is like what I think. I could be wrong, but this is like general knowledge and just pure logic itself, right? Being a nice guy sometimes can be a pain. Being a nice guy, especially in this time and era, it can be a huge pain in the ass, bro. Because trust me when I say people will take advantage of you when they see the opportunity. Trust me when I say that. Trust me on that, because they always initially focus on what they can benefit from you. I don't know if that makes sense. They always initiate, like they always think initially that okay, if I calculate my moves correctly, if I, make these certain decisions, if I tell him all that he or she needs to hear based on who you are or how the two of you get along, they will initially think that we they can benefit or get something out of you. Does that make sense? So that's where you need to think smart, and think to yourself that okay, if I'm being a nice person, what am I gonna benefit? Where am I heading? Is this like really who I am? Or are you being a nice person because you think you're doing someone a favor? Or maybe it's some sort of like a defense mechanism for whatever it is that you're hiding deep beneath God knows what under your soul. But yeah, man, being a nice guy in this time and era is really a pain, man. It's really a pain. And I highly recommend you don't be nice to everyone you see or meet, bro. Cause like I don't want y'all to think that I'm like just telling y'all bullshit. These are like pure facts. And from my experience as well, being a nice guy can be a pain, man. It can be a pain. But the truth is, man, it'll get you used. It will get you used by whether your friends or family or your girlfriend or your side chicks or your side hoes or whatever, And that's where you need to be smart, man. You gotta differentiate or tell, okay, who deserves my kindness or who should I just be platonic with? You gotta set the record straight from the get-go and tell people that, yo, this is how I'm moving. This is the direction that I'm heading. And just because you and I are friends or we agree or we bond on this level, it don't mean that you can make a fool out of me just because I choose to be nice to you and I choose to be kind to you. Does that make sense? Especially when we live in an era where, trust me, especially whereby we live in an era or a time where, especially in our generation, where nothing is true, or to be more blunt, everything is fake. Everything or everyone is fake because nobody wants to be honest. Nobody wants to be genuine nowadays. People just choose to lie to you from the get-go. And if you're naive and nice, you'll easily fall for those traps, and not before long you'll be doing people favors. Ever find yourself in a position where you're doing people favors? You're thinking you're just being nice, or you're just helping someone out, or just being a friend, but they initially never check up on you, they never call you, they never answer any of your texts. And they only hit you up when they need something from you. That's because people would rather just hit you up or call you knowing that they're gonna benefit something from you. Or like when they need a favor, that's when they call you or respond to any of your text messages, forgetting that you've been existing from I don't know how fucking long. Does that make sense? So be very careful with who you choose to be nice to. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying erase that part of you or pretend like it's not there, but at the same time, you need to be careful with who you choose to be nice to, especially in this era, man. Truly speaking, when people say nice guy finished last, it is true, but it doesn't mean you lost the race. It doesn't mean that the war or the fight is over. You just gotta be careful with who you trust. Truly speaking. And it don't matter what kind of a person you are or who you got in your circle or what the fuck's really going on with your life. But you gotta learn to stay true to yourself, man. You gotta learn to stay true to yourself. especially in this generation or in this era of humanity or mankind where we are. You know, nice guys are really needed, and nice guys, gentlemen, all those dudes, we're needed out here. They're most likely needed out here. You know what I'm saying? But don't let anybody take you for a fool as well, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give you a little advice. Be very careful with who you're being nice to. Some don't deserve your niceness. Some people don't deserve your kindness or whatever. Yeah? And I'm also say this, né? If you ever find yourself in a position where like you're slowly like losing interest in a person or you're detaching, man, that certain someone is only special to you because your love put them in that position where they're your everything. Does that make sense? Your love made that person feel or seem special or look special, like they're your everything. But as soon as you lose interest and your love begins to fade away, that's when you see that this person is not really anybody important anymore, because your love alone made that person feel or look or seem special in your eyes. Why? Because of your love alone. You know what I'm saying? So hence I'm saying, be careful with who you let in your circle, man. Be very careful. Trust me. There are a lot of devils out here that will do anything to get what they want out of you. Anyway, peace, love. I appreciate for listening, man.